Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Reach out to me directly, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. Today, we are discussing a model launched in 2018 based on the Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch Blue Side of the Moon. This is the Blue Side Aventurine, a glorious 44.25mm blue ceramic watch with an Aventurine glass dial laced with rose gold. So 44.25 millimeters in diameter to 17.4 millimeters thick, and from lug to lug, 49.6 millimeters with a 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. The timepiece does not wear as large as those dimensions would suggest. While it is thick, and there's no getting around that, the fact that it's less than 50 millimeters lug to lug and constructed mostly of sapphire and ceramic means that it is very light. And I do mean very light. It feels about as heavy as a 41 millimeter stainless steel standard watch. The timepiece, as you can see, doesn't really intrude on the edges of my wrist. There's plenty of clearance in that down the barrel shot. From over the top, it looks broader than it is. I can assure you the timepiece looks proportional from every angle except this one, where it is thick, and because of the cantilever of that tachymeter bezel, it's going to hang up on dress shirt sleeves, but it should be okay for a jacket cuff. It is a good looking watch and very comfortable. Taking a look at the hardware and the software, you can see that the watch includes a substantially bolstered matte finish navy blue strap with folded edges, a monotone stitch. It might be a slight contrast, but it is a sort of silver blue and very close in color and tone to the strap. On the underside, a more obvious contrasting stitch, calfskin on the bottom, and as you can see, with these watches, Omega inserts a rubber gusset into the perforations so that the pin does not gouge the strap. Smart. The clasp is a combination of titanium internally and then polished and brushed ceramic externally. And just as the case is almost completely immune to scratches, so too is the clasp, and that's impressive. Twin trigger release, so it can't pop open by accident. And you can see it uses an undertuck type strap system. So you tuck it in, you size it, and then because it tucks underneath the clasp body, all of the extra length is hidden underneath the strap, and there's no need for strap minder loops. It is a very clean solution and a very upscale strap. What's remarkable about these ceramic Omegas is not that they're appealing, not that they're scratch resistant, though they are, not that they're light for their size, though again, true. It's the fact that Omega manages to finish them the same as they would a metal case in spite of the hardness. Polished bevels, lyre style lugs that fold in and fold out, satin finished mid case, polished underside to the tachymeter, polished top, and then the gold is actually co-molded and perma-bonded to the bezel itself. So this is what Omega calls Ceragold. It is ceramic and gold that has been permanently conjoined. As you can see, there is a box section sapphire over the dial, which is upscale and expensive. It's what you like to see. And then rose gold hands and rose gold indices applied. There is a lovely laser ablated moon inside a crescent style moonphase display, and then you have concentric patterns on both of these sub-registers for more of a matte blue look. Aventurine glass is basically a blue translucent and very dark enamel to which metallic elements are added to create a deep, glossy, bottomless, almost cosmos-like backdrop. It is, after all, a moon watch. This watch suggests space beyond the moon. Now, of course, taking a quick look at those sub-registers, you can see they're not what they appear at first glance. Though the watch has the symmetry of a twin-register chronograph, I'm going to move the minute hand out of the way here, you actually wind up with a display that has both chronograph minutes and hours on one scale at 3 o'clock, then you have constant seconds and a radial date indicator over at 9 o'clock. And as you can see, there is a quick set for the moon phase, and then if you turn it in the opposite direction, it is the quick set for the date. Pull the crown out all the way and you have hacking or stop seconds. Turn the watch over, and as you can see, there is a master coaxial caliber 9904 COSC chronometer. It features an anti-magnetic silicone hairspring, full balance bridge with a free sprung index for shock resistance, bi-directional winding. It features 2 mainspring barrels and a 60-hour power reserve, pivoting on 54 joules. You can see that those 2 barrels, yes, they do extend the power reserve, and 60 hours is pretty credible, but what they're really there to do is avoid a big drop-off in amplitude after 24 or 48 hours, and that's balance amplitude that I'm speaking of. Single barrels, such as you'll find on Rolex watches, are more susceptible to drops in amplitude over time than well-calibrated twin-barrel systems. And of course, it is a vertical clutch and a column wheel, so you can see through a skeletonized portion of the bridge that there is a crisp column wheel function selector, and it really does sound and feel outstanding. But it also has a vertical clutch, which means that when the engagement starts, it doesn't doesn't actually jump the seconds hand. You can also leave the chronograph running full-time as a result of the vertical clutch. There is no additional wear and tear. All of this is 50 meters water resistant. It uses the coaxial escapement. The tri-level coaxial, the most advanced Omega has, is both very accurate and very durable. It is a direct and indirect impulse alternative escapement technology that's probably the most sophisticated escapement you can buy for under $50,000. It was developed by George Daniels in 1974, industrialized by Omega in 1999, and today it has realized all of the potential of the system. It is a truly impressive machine inside and out, beating away at 25,200 vibrations per hour. Reach out to tmosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. And we are back with the blue side of the moon.